I have a confession to make. I actually lied once. Not one dangerous lie, oh, but one lie that actually exposed me. Before una go begin judge me, let me tell you the full story so you can understand. I once positioned myself for a particular work because I genuinely believed I could deliver that work. Notice I didn't say I lied if I knew how to do it. No, I actually knew what I was doing. I knew I could figure it out. I knew I could deliver, and I delivered. The funny thing wasn't even the work. The funny thing was me. Throughout the project, I just felt like, like a fraud. I was literally asking myself, why are these people paying me this kind of money? This work no reach this amount though. That was what I was asking myself. Hope they don't suddenly discover that I don't deserve it. Meanwhile, nothing was wrong with the work. The client was happy, everything went well. But inside my head, I already convicted myself. Even when people said well done, I couldn't receive that well done. I would just smile somehow, like, I beg, leave that thing. I kept dismissing every compliment. Then something happened. After I submitted the work, the same people came back. They said, oh, we're starting phase two. Would you like to join us? Because we would like you to handle it. And we'll even pay you more. Oh, more. Hey, na there my confidence return. That was when it finally entered my head that, Nena, maybe you actually know what you're doing. Ladies and gentlemen, that is what they call imposter syndrome. Welcome to Office Talks with Nnenna Madu. The annoying thing about imposter syndrome is this: only you will be succeeding, only you will be doubting yourself, nobody else, only you will be making progress, you'll be getting promotions, you'll be winning contracts, people are praising your work. Meanwhile, inside your own head, you don already conclude say, I no too sabi dis thing. You just dey feel like one fraud. Imagine doing one brilliant presentation, everybody claps, management says excellent work, only you go reach your seat and say, which kind rubbish presentation I just do like this? You begin remembering the one sentence that you stumbled on, that one slide that was not aligned, that one mistake, spelling mistake that nobody even noticed. Everything good disappears. Your brain just focuses on one tiny mistake. Then somebody compliments you. Instead of saying thank you start defending yourself. Ah, no, it wasn't that good though. I was just being lucky. Oh, my team helped. No, anybody could have done it. Why? Who asked you that question? Just collect your compliments and go home. I remember one colleague, Ada. That babe was a walking encyclopedia. You literally could bring any topic to her: finance, politics, history, technology. She always had something intelligent to say. Naturally brilliant, very smart girl. But let one meeting happen where she didn't know something, or that she could not contribute. Her whole mood for that day would just be ruined. I was looking at her, I was like, Ada, are you okay? Because how can one meeting out of 10, one topic out of 100 destroy your confidence like this? That was imposter syndrome, 100 over 100. Another thing I noticed about that is that she hated asking for help. Even when help was right in front of her, she would spend hours researching, watching videos. She would be reading articles, stressing herself instead of simply turning to one colleague and asking and say, can you help me to explain this? Because in her head, asking for help meant she wasn't smart enough. Who told us that? Seriously, because asking questions is never a sign of weakness to me. Then there was Emmanuel. Hey, Oga Emma, jack of all trade. If management needed volunteer, Emma. Weekend work, Emma. Overtime, Emma. Emergency assignments, Emma. Travel to Port Harcourt, Emma has already packed his bag before HR finished talking. Everything Emma. At first, everybody thought, what a dedicated staff. But as time went on, I started asking myself, I said, who exactly are you trying to convince? Because you don't have to kill yourself every day just to prove your value. Then one day, Emma got one health scare. Like life literally told him, Oga, you need to calm down. Low key, I still think part of it was imposter syndrome. Oh. That constant need to prove your worth, to prove you are useful, to prove that you deserve your seat. and to prove that you are indispensable. Meanwhile, nobody even asked you to prove anything. Just do your work. Go home and sleep if you don't have a life. You know, the thing no even dey stop for office. So this thing entered relationship too. Some women, ah, they will devote their entire existence trying to be chosen. They will cook, they will clean, they will change themselves, they will shrink themselves, accept rubbish, overgive, overlove, over explain, all because deep down they don't think they are enough. Omo, if that's you, low key, check yourself. Because sometimes this is not love, sometimes it's imposter syndrome, wearing red lipstick and wearing wig. Now, how do I keep it under control for myself? Well, simple, I acknowledge my win. See, I talk about my wins. Yes, some people will say we think celebrating yourself is pride. Me, I call it evidence. So because if I don't remind myself, my brain will keep malfunctioning, right? It will still keep telling me lies. Imagine I wake up and I'm thinking, oh, Nena, you're not supposed to be MD of Nomad Energy. You should be somebody more qualified. More qualified, Bawo. Asa, who says so? Because if I don't challenge those thoughts, they will start sounding like the truth. I know one lady, very intelligent, she started her own company. Guess what she did? She didn't think that people would take her serious as the CEO. So she had to borrow money and employed an experienced CEO, in quotes, while she was the one doing business development. Imagine she owned the company, but somehow she didn't think that she looked enough like a CEO. 2 years later, that CEO did not deliver anything for the company. Eventually, she had to wake up and she took over the position and started introducing herself as the CEO. When I asked her why she did that, she was like, she didn't think anybody would take her seriously. That broke my heart. Imagine allowing your own insecurity collect your own seats. The truth is, nobody has life figured out. Nobody has this life fully figured out. Not me, not you, not your boss, not Dangote, not Elon Musk. Everybody is still trying to figure life out. Everybody. So why should I be here feeling like a fraud for trying to figure out my own life? In fact, let me even confess something. As I talk to now, so sometimes I used to think to myself, I was like, "Ah, are you sure I know exactly what I'm doing as an MD?" Honestly, sometimes I feel like I should just even be like a business development executive. Sometimes I even dress like a BD person. But I remember that I have built this company. I've executed projects. I've employed people. I've solved problems. Who exactly am I trying to wait for to give me permission? Omo, if they not clap for you, clap for yourself. Finish. In fact, if they call me now and say, Nena, congratulations, you are now the president of Nigeria, I go first laugh. I'll ask, are you people sure? Is this not a scam? And if they convince me that it's true, Omo, I will take that position, take that seat, and I'll go and sit on it. I will figure it out. We will figure it out with my cabinet together. Because one thing I've learned is this: confidence does not always come before the job. Sometimes confidence comes after you have done the job. Look back and realize, omo, I actually sabi this work. Sometimes confidence comes after you've done the job, after you've looked back and realized that, omo, I actually sabi the work. Anyways, that's enough talk. That's enough talk for office talks today. Now, tell me honestly, have you ever suffered from imposter syndrome? Are you like Ada, or you are like Ima? Or does any part of this episode actually describe you? Because something tells me every office has at least one imposter syndrome, one person that feels like an imposter syndrome. Comment and let us know. Till next time, guys, this is Office Talks with Nnenna Madu, where the boardroom meets the break room. And today's gist, you better be confident too. Don't be suffering from imposter syndrome. Till next time, see ya. Bye. This episode is proudly supported by Life Friends app, your number one intergenerational app. Please go to Play Store and iOS to download Life Friends today. For collaborations and sponsorships and business partnership on Office Talks with Nnenna Madu, kindly send us an email to nnennamadubum@gmail.com. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on our YouTube page on Nnenna Madu's TV. See ya. Bye.